Hi everyone, it is Atia here at Booking It with Atia. Welcome back to my channel. And today we're getting into my week 3 NetGalley November 2.0 update. This is going to be everything that I read from NetGalley during November 17th to the 23rd, as well as just like an update on how I'm going with approvals, feedback ratio, things like that. So I started the week with 870 approvals and 511 feedback submitted. My feedback ratio was 58.7%. And I'm now at, as of November 23rd, 881 approvals and 514 feedback with 58.3%. So I went down by 0.4%, but it was a little bit of a slow week in terms of both reading as well as getting approvals. So we're going to get into what I was approved for, and you'll see it on the screen. The Photonic Effect by Mike Chen, The Legend of the Nine-Tailed Fox by Katrina Kwan, Aisha by Soraya Boazawi, How to Find a Guy in 5 Weddings, Cynthia Timoti, City of Others by Jared Poon, Everything to the Sea by Alicia Upano, When Meekin Road Was Ours by D.K. Furotani, Prodigal Tiger by Samantha Chong, Charmed and Dangerous by Shelley Page, and To the Death by Andrea Tang. How did I go from 511 to 514? So I'm looking at my NetGalley and I'm realizing I probably started the week with 512 feedback sent, because, or maybe I didn't. I'm so confused. Because I have 514, right? So that means there should be 3, unless I ended the week with 513 feedback, actually, and not 514. All right, I think I'm at 513 feedback sent, which changes that feedback ratio a bit by like probably like 0.2%, but we're just going to keep it moving. So I only have 2 books that I'm going to talk about. Like I said, it was a pretty slow week. And the first one is going to be A Season of Light by Julia Iromuanya. And this is actually another DNF review, which is so fascinating, writing feedback for books you DNF, because except for NetGalley, I really don't do that. So it says, Julie Iromuanya's A Season of Light is a literary novel following a Nigerian family living in Florida, USA, after they find out that 276 schoolgirls were abducted from their school in Nigeria. And the father locks the daughter in her bedroom with no plans of letting her out, causing the entire family dynamic to warp, and each of the 4 family members to reevaluate their place in the family and how they fit into the narrative they've crafted of themselves and their family. I DNF'd A Season of Light at 47%. While the premise in the first 15% of the novel had held great promise, the pacing began to lag. Definitely a novel exploring generational trauma, the myth of the American dream, and the dangerous logic of misogyny and sexism. And then my only finished book was I Am Not Jessica Chen, which I'm so glad that I finally read this book. This has been on my NetGalley shelf since before it released in January of this year, and I keep putting it on TBRs and then putting it off and the whole thing. But yeah, I finally read it, and it definitely lived up to my anticipation. Anne Liang's early 2025 release, I Am Not Jessica Chen, is a YA contemporary following Jenna Chen, who has always lived in the shadow of her academically brilliant cousin Jessica Chen and longs for the chance to stand in the sun. When Jenna makes a wish to be Jessica Chen, she doesn't expect to wake up in her cousin's body with no trace of her cousin's soul or her own, or to learn that perhaps having everything she's desired isn't as great as she previously thought. Liang's writing is absorbing and insightful, offering much needed criticism of the caustic and damaging nature of hyper-rigorous academic environments. Jenna's journey as her cousin Jessica is an illuminating experience into the life of a star student. Liang does an excellent job exploring depression in high-achieving young people and how easy it is to miss the signs, especially in girls of color. This was my first Anne Liang work, and I'm looking forward to reading more. And I ended up giving I Am Not Jessica Chen 4.5 stars. Moving on to what I made progress in. I made progress in / am currently reading Our Vicious Oaths by N.E. Davenport, Eternal Ruin by Tytus Derma, I, Medusa by Ayana Gray, A Little Holiday Fling by Farah Haran, and The Mind Electric by Priya Anand. And with everything that I DNF'd, finished, and made progress in, that gives me a total of 288 pages and 7 hours, 2 minutes read for the week of November 17th to the 23rd. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know, how is your NetGalley progress going? Are you going up in percentage or down in percentage? Do you have any new approvals that you're really excited about? Make sure to check out all of my links, including my Etsy and my bonfire. The Discord is down below for Bibliophiles Unite to join a nice, cozy, bookish community. All of my socials are linked down below, and I will see you in another video. Bye!
Showing. I ain't living for the moment. I see what's mine and I want it. Hungry like a Pac-Man. I'm Bruce Wayne and Batman. I'm Naruto with a Hanzo. Got a sharp mind like I'm Einstein. Plus I'm copywriting, so it's all mine. Check it for me.